സോഷ്യൽ സയൻസ് ക്ലാസ് 8 മൂന്നാമത്തെ ചാപ്റ്റർ ഇൻ സെർച്ച് ഓഫ് എർത്ത്സ് സീക്രട്സ്. നോട്ട്സ് ഒന്ന് നോക്കാം. ലിസ്റ്റ് ഔട്ട് ദ ലിമിറ്റേഷൻസ് ഇൻ കളക്ടിംഗ് information about the mysteries of the Earth's interior directly. The temperature and pressure inside the Earth increases with the depth. The temperature at the center of the Earth is about 5000 degrees Celsius. Why does the pressure inside the Earth increase with the depth? The variations in pressure is due to the weight exerted by the overlying layers. Mention the different sources from which we get information on the Earth's interior. From the materials reaching the Earth's surface through volcanic eruptions. Data collected from mines. Analysis of the propagation of waves generated during earthquakes. Observe the given figure and identify these layers. Crust, upper mantle, lower mantle, outer core, inner core. List out the features of each of the layers. Crust, thin outer shell of the earth, approximately 40 kilometers thick. Two parts, continental crust, Sial, and oceanic crust, Sima. Mantle, located beneath the crust, extends up to 2900 km from the crust. Two parts, upper mantle, made of silicate compounds, solid state, and lower mantle, semi-liquid state. Core, central part of the earth, from 2900 km to 6371 km. Two parts, outer core, molten state, and inner core, Nephe, nickel and iron. What is the difference between Sial and Sima? Sial, the continental crust is known as Sial. Its chief content silica and alumina. Hence it is known as Sial. Sima, the oceanic crust is known as Sima. Its chief contents are silica and magnesium. Hence it is known as Sima. The inner core is solid. Why? There is high pressure in the inner core. That is why inner core is in solid state. What is lithosphere? The crust and the upper part of the mantle together are known as lithosphere. What is asthenosphere? What is its importance? The part beneath the lithosphere, where the materials exist in a partially molten state, is known as asthenosphere. This is the source of the molten rock material, lava, that comes out during volcanic eruptions. What is the meaning of lithos? Rocks. What are minerals? The constituents of rocks are called minerals. Example, silica, mica, hematite, bauxite, etc. How can we classify rocks based on the mode of formation? Explain. Based on the mode of formation, rocks can be classified into three: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are formed by the molten rock material rising through the fissures in the crust, solidifying either on the surface of the earth or within the crust itself. Example, granite, basalt. As all other rock types are formed from the igneous rocks, they are called primary rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Rocks undergo weathering in course of time. The debris so formed will be deposited in low regions as layers. These materials gradually get lithified and transformed into sedimentary rocks. Example, sandstone, limestone. As the sedimentary rocks are formed in layers, they are also known as stratified rocks. Metamorphic rocks. When rocks undergo physical and chemical changes due to high temperature and pressure, metamorphic rocks are formed. Example, marble, slate. Metamorphic rocks are prominent in Kerala. Observe the diagram and fill in the blanks. Sedimentary rock melt and solidifies into igneous rocks. Igneous rock disintegrates and lithifies in layers to form sedimentary rock. Igneous rock, due to high pressure and temperature, becomes metamorphic rock. metamorphic rock melt and solidifies and turns into igneous rock. Metamorphic rock disintegrates and lithifies in layers and form sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock, due to high pressure and temperature, formed into metamorphic rock. What is weathering? Disintegration or decomposition of rocks is known as weathering. As a result, the physical and chemical composition of rocks change. What are the different types of weathering? Physical or mechanical weathering. The expansion and contraction of minerals due to the variations in temperature results in weathering. Disintegration also occurs due to the freezing of water in the fissures of rocks. Chemical weathering. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, etc. react with the minerals and result in the chemical decomposition of rocks. Biological weathering. The plant roots penetrating into the fissures in rocks, burrowing of animals, and the decomposition of plant and animal remains lead to weathering. Apart from this, human activities such as mining and quarrying also lead to weathering. What are the human activities that lead to the weathering of rocks? Quarrying, mining, leveling of hills, crushing of rocks. Find out the ways in which weathering helps humans. Minerals in rocks get extracted, helps in mining, causes soil formation. How is soil formed? The soil is formed by prolonged processes like weathering of rocks and decomposition of organic matter. It is estimated that more than 1,000 years is required for the formation of an inch thick layer of soil. Identify the factors influencing soil formation and explain each. Climate. Soil formation will be slow in cold environments. It will be faster in the areas where hot and rainy climate is seen intermingled. Topography. Soil will be thin along steep slopes. Soil will accumulate in the plains. Plants and animals. The acid formed as a result of the decaying of plants and animals cause weathering of rocks. There will be fertile soil in the forest where plants and animals decay in plenty. Parent rock. The minerals in the soil and the structure of the soil depend on the rock from which it is formed. Parent rock determines the quality of the soil. Type. The thickness and the structure of the soil depends on the time taken for its formation. It takes about 1,000 years for the formation of an inch thick layer of soil. Complete the following table. Soils in India. Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, forest soil. Soils in Kerala. Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, forest soil. What are the uses of soil? Makes life on earth possible. Helps the plants to prepare food. For agricultural activities, making pottery, construction, bricks making, medicinal purposes, ingredient in the cosmetic making. List out the various activities that destroys the soil. Humans slowly kill the soil. Analysis the statement and record your inferences. Deforestation, destruction of hills, unscientific agricultural activities, non-degradable materials like plastic cause soil pollution. Overuse of chemical fertilizers that alter the structure of soil. Unscientific construction and quarrying. Use of agricultural land for non-agricultural purposes. Training wastewater into soil on a large scale. Overgrazing. Soil conservation is essential. Why? Once the topsoil is lost, what is left behind is barren land or rocky surface. It will take thousands of years for the topsoil to regenerate. Topsoil is essential for the continued sprouting of life. For this, conservation is the only solution. Find out the alternatives that help in environmental conservation. Check deforestation and plant saplings. Terrace farming, crop rotation, terrace farming along hill slopes, construction of check dams, minimize the use of plastic and use biodegradable materials. Lay care mats along the slopes. Write about World Soil Day. World Soil Day is celebrated on 15th December every year. The United Nations Organization observes the 15th of December as the World Soil Day for creating awareness among the people about the importance of soil. 2015 was observed as International Year of Soils. അടുത്തത് ടെസ്റ്റിലെ ലെറ്റ്സ് അസസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ്. Crust is the most important layer on the earth for man. Substantiate the statement with examples. Crust has continental and oceanic parts. Man lives on continent and ocean provides food and controls climate for man. Man cultivates on the crust and finds livelihood on it. Man mines minerals from the crust. Man depends on crust for maintaining his life. Read the indicators and identify the rock type. Give an example for each. Formed by the lithification of rock debris deposited in the lower regions. Sedimentary rocks, example sandstone. Formed by the solidification of molten rock materials. Igneous rock, example granite. The carbon dioxide dissolved in rainwater causes weathering of rocks on the earth's surface. Identify the type of weathering. Chemical weathering. The rock debris formed by weathering is transformed into soil by a lengthy process. Explain the process. Due to climatic changes, the rocks broke down into pieces. Wind and flowing rainwater help in breaking down the rock debris into smaller particles. When the debris flow through slopes, it breaks down into soil particles. All these processes takes long period. സോഷ്യൽ സയൻസുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട പഠന വീഡിയോകൾക്കായും നോട്ട്സിനായും ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ മറക്കരുത്.